Hey guys, it's Lil. Welcome to my channel. This is my first ever booktube video and I'm very excited. We got big plans. You're coming along with me for them, so let's get to it. Okay, so here's the game plan for today. We're going to be going to my local library to pick out some books for my February TBR. Basically, I want to try out some romance books this month. According to my story graph, I typically read books that are reflective, emotional, and adventurous. So I don't really read much romance. I really enjoy horror lately, like a thriller horror. I really love a good gothic novel. I like to feel like I'm in the atmosphere with it, you know? Like if a romance is in a book, I don't hate it. Sometimes I actually like that, but I never read a book just for the romance. February, I want to feel the feels. I want to get in the Valentine's Day spirit. So that's the goal. We're going to my local library to hunt down some of BookTube's favorite romance reads. I have two books here that are actually romance plot based that I think I'm going to put on my February TBR. We're gonna see. We're gonna see when we get to the library what we find. I'm probably gonna pick between 2 to 3 books that I feel would work well. So that is ultimately the plan for today. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so we have returned from the library several days ago. Hear me out. It has just been an extremely busy week. I am a tattoo artist and I've just had a lot of designs to get done, and on top of that, starting this new booktube channel, it's been a lot. And I don't have any regrets because I love everything I'm doing and I'm so excited to be starting out here, but it's stressful. But regardless, let's get into it. At the library, as you could see, we saw a lot of books there, a lot of great books, but not all the ones I was hoping to find. So I really wanted to find The Hating Game. I really wanted to find The Hating Game because that's the one romance that I always see on BookTube. I never hear a bad thing about it ever. So that was what I was most interested in trying out when I didn't find it. I don't know if my library doesn't have it or if it's just potentially taken out right now. It is what it is. And I was also looking to find Beach Read. Didn't find it. The thing is, like, there were a lot of popular ones that I did find though. But still, I leaned more towards the more non-conventional romance novels, and I didn't realize that till after I left and after I researched some more about these books. What can you do? This is what we got and this is what we're rocking with. One last thing to mention just before I get into the February TBR, I just want to let you guys know I'm planning on doing a month-long vlog of my reactions to these romance type books. So if you're interested in that, be on the lookout. Like, subscribe, I'll be around. But I really appreciate it if you did. Otherwise, let's finally get in to the February TBR. Our first book we have here, Felix Ever After by Kason Calendar. And this follows our main character, Felix Love, who ironically has never been in love. Alright, so I'm sorry, my camera just stopped recording, but regardless. Felix is a trans boy questioning his identity and his self-worth because he's gone through some pretty traumatic events. And on top of that, we see in the book that Felix gets publicly outed at his school, and the whole book kind of revolves around him plotting revenge on whoever did that to him. And he ends up with some complicated feelings along the way. And when I first read the synopsis of this, I was so interested, and I knew for a fact I was leaving the library with this when I found it. And I did start reading it. I'm about halfway through. So far I'm thinking it's okay. Bear with me because I am not used to books like this. Books that have like modern lingo, like contemporary books. Like I don't even know the last time I read something like this, and I think that this is an extremely important story. We need like this kind of representation, like especially for kids, to be able to read something like this and be able to see like yourself in it, you know? Or even if you're an ally, this is a great book to learn from. It's just, for me, the writing and the mentions of like Instagram and all the modern lingo and modern artists, it's like, that's a pet peeve of mine that I don't typically like. So I'm trying to look past that and see all the good in the story that I could get from it. But like so far, like I'm not by any means hating it at all. I like it. I like Felix a lot. I feel his anger at so many points of the story. So I'm excited to finish. But regardless, look at the covers. Gorgeous. My next book is, I'm very excited, my first Sally Rooney. It's Beautiful World, Where Are You? I know that most Sally Rooney books follow some kind of relationship, and I did some more research on this one. It does follow a relationship. There's romantic aspects, but still not your conventional romance type book. I'm sorry, I saw this and I got too excited because I don't know. I always see Sally Rooney as the type of author that people either love or hate their writing, and I've just been so curious to try it. I saw this and I couldn't say no. I was like, well, it kind of fits the whole romance thing, you know? If you don't know what this is about, I'll read a little synopsis on the book here. Well, Alice, a novelist, meets Felix, who works in a warehouse, and asks him if he'd like to travel to Rome with her. In Dublin, her best friend Aline is getting over a breakup and slips back into flirting with Simon, a man she's known since childhood. Alice, Felix, Aline, and Simon are still young, but life is catching up with them. They desire each other, they delude each other, they get together, they break apart. They have sex, they worry about sex, they worry about their friendships and the world that they live in. Are they standing in the last lighted room before the darkness, bearing witness to something? Will they find a way to believe in a beautiful world? It sounds good. I don't know. We're gonna see what I think of it, but I'm really excited for my first Sally Rooney book. So the third and final book that I got from the library, I've been seeing everywhere on booktubes. It's called This Close to Okay by Lisa Cross Smith. I love this cover. How cute is he, right? She's adorable too. Basically, it follows our girl Tally, I believe her name is, and she is a recently divorced therapist. She's on her way home from work and she sees our guy Emmett over here on the side of a bridge contemplating suicide, and she decides to get out of her car. She talks him out of it pretty much and convinces him to come back to her apartment. And considering they're both at really hard times in their life, they connect. That's just pretty much the book. I thought that sounded beautiful, and like I hear other people describe this and I always took it as, oh, it's romance. I did some more research, and again, it is not your conventional romance novel. I've read that it is a love story, but I guess where it ends up going, I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out together because I took it as a romance, but I'm a big idiot, so what the hell do I know? Anyway, the last two books that I have here are books I actually had laying around my room. They're both romances, and I wanted to read them for February, so we're gonna try. The first one here is actually a reread. It's called The Girl with the Pearl Earring. I love the cover. I love this painting. And it's actually a historical fiction novel, basically all around this painting. Here's the thing. I read this in high school. I was in the Reading Olympics Club. I just remember really liking this book for some reason. The romance in it definitely leaves you wanting more, I guess. But overall, I just like to spend time with these characters. I want to reread it at this age and see what I thought nowadays, you know? But yeah, so it's basically all around this painting. The girl in the painting, Greer, I believe her name is, she's their main character. And the romance is with Johannes Vermeer, I believe. Yeah, he painted this. So the romance is between them two. And it's just very slow burn and not much even happens. I just remember liking it for some reason. I want to see what I think about it at this age. I'm excited. We'll see if I get to it. This is a big TBR for me. The last and final book is Lie With Me by Philippe Besson. The cover just reminded me of On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, and I've been wanting to read that book. I saw this in there, I was like, oh my god, is that it? And it wasn't. It was this. It was only like $3, and I thought the cover was pretty, and I read the synopsis and it sounded really interesting. I'll read it to you guys. So basically, it tells the story of an affair between two teenage boys in 1984 France. Just outside a hotel in Bordeaux, Felipe chances upon a young man who bears a striking resemblance to his first love. What follows is a look back at the relationship he's never forgotten, a hidden affair with a boy named Thomas during their last year of high school. Without acknowledging they know each other in the halls, they steal time to meet in secret, carrying on a passionate, world-altering affair. Besson's carefully moving coming-of-age stories captures the eroticism and tenderness of first love and the heartbreaking passage of time. I don't know. This sounds great to me. I'm very excited for all of these guys. Let's take a look at them. It's my first time doing this on booktube. Hold up my big TBR stack that looks pathetic compared to everyone else's. So that is my February TBR, and to be honest, it's bigger than what I usually read in a month. I usually read like 3 books in a month. Probably can get a little more than that done now because I've discovered audiobooks. And it's been very helpful to me, and that's why I'm already so far through Felix Ever After, and I expect to finish it very soon. I'm gonna try my best at it. We're gonna see how it goes. As you remember, I'm gonna have that vlog up, and if it ends up never coming up, then just know that I failed miserably. Honestly, if you guys have read any of these books, let me know in the comments what you thought, because I'm genuinely curious what the synopsis is on these guys. Otherwise, that's pretty much it for today. I really appreciate you guys watching and spending a little time hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time.
Change the world.